All right, guys, what's going on? How's everyone doing today? It is Thursday, late morning, entering the afternoon, 11:30 a.m. Hopefully everyone's doing well. As you guys are tapping in, let me know how you're doing as you come to the live stream. If you are watching this live, please like this video. It really helps the channel grow. Also, check out our shorts section. I've been doing a lot more shorts for you guys lately related to the betting and the upcoming fights. Our fights start tomorrow in about 24 hours in Canada. Then there's fights on Saturday in Australia, in Japan. So I'm talking Aussie times. Tomorrow, Friday fights are in Canada. Saturday fights are in Japan. There's a Pro Box card as well, but I'm not getting odds yet. Hopefully we get odds there. And then there's also Monday in Australia, Opetaia is fighting. If you remember, if you're a JSB Insider, I want to give a shout out to the newest members. Shout out to Thomas Gorman, who just signed up, Proud Dockers, who just signed up, Bet Alex, Unraveled, and Boxing Finesse. Those are our newest JSB Insiders. They just signed up recently. We are approaching 400 VIPs in our Discord. To join our professional betting Discord, simply click the link that's pinned here. You get all my picks. More importantly, you become part of our community, JSB Insiders. We up week after week. You know how we do it. Join our Patreon. The Patreon, you get members only live streams. I'm going to be going live today in the Patreon for the VIPs only. You also get all the slips. Guys, I've posted 6. I may post more. If I post more, it's going to be during live boxing. So I've already given you 6. My long parlay is live. Method of victory, double. There's 2 tickets for the UFC. And there's one other one I just posted as well. If I do any more, last week I did 9. We hit 7 out of 9 last week. I don't know how many other channels, how many other bookies are giving you 7 winning tickets. If I could even hit half of that this week, every week I'm like, let's just get one right. That's literally how I think. I'm like, every week I'm like, fuck, please get one ticket right. And so far, knock on wood, we've never been shut out. So I don't want to jinx anyone. I don't want to jinx me or us or our squad. So shout out to the new JSB Insiders. We're only a few away from 400. Let's continue to grow. We got a lot to talk about. If you are an insider, check the YouTube members only section. Check the Patreon, and we could talk about those picks. What else? I think we're all caught up. I think we're ready to do this. I think I'll just leave it open to you guys because at this stage of the game, we are in nitty-gritty times. This is fight start tomorrow. Yeah, fight start in 23 and a half hours. In 23 and a half hours, we have fights. Of who I like. I like Claggett. I like Orobio. I like Fendero. I like Perez. I like Butler. I like all the favorites there, man. I mean, a lot of people were trying to twist my arm to take Sean McCollum. I don't see it at all. He fights so negative. And so I like Fendero on the money line, and I like Fendero on points on 2 separate tickets. By the way, boys, this is all half unit. This will be a half unit weekend for me. Half unit weekend for me. We're up big. I have to tape these 2. These are the fights Saturday in Japan. Moshi Moshi. So I'll tape these 3. So we got, these 3 look interesting. Japan domestic fights always tread lightly. You guys know that. And then we have fights every single day. This is insane. I went to bed last night with 4 fights on the books. Now we have fights Friday, Saturday. So we have fights for the next 4 days in a row. So you're definitely going to get more tickets. I might give you 10 goddamn tickets. That would be a record. The most I've ever given out was 9, which was last week, 7 out of 9. That's fucking insane when you think about it. I might cut that shit back to like 2. But anyway, I'm probably going to do a Japanese parlay, which would be 7 tickets. And then we got to do a Pro Box parlay, which would be 8 tickets. And then I just saw this Jacob Ramos card fight. This is new. I'm looking Vlad Pant, Shenard Bunch. Yeah, there's more tickets coming, boys. Look at all these fights. This is insane. So they just released all of the Zufa fights on my book. I like Jai on the money line. I like Jai on points. Dude, if Sriracha, the thing about Sriracha is this guy comes in, he's live, but the dude doesn't give a shit about making weight. This guy's like, I guess cutting weight for Jesus Sriracha really isn't a thing. If you look at his BoxRec, that fight might get canceled if he doesn't make weight. So I mean, I'd have my eyes on Sriracha. Pablo Rubio's live against Palma. Vlad Panin live. Like there's some. Dude, this is. I still don't have a read on Zufa regarding, style. This is only their 5th card, so I'm still trying to figure out matchmaking and all that good stuff. So we have a lot to talk about. The Anderson versus Juarez fight's interesting. Jacob Ramos versus Ethan Perez is real interesting. You got a lot of undefeated fighters. You got some undefeated guys going against seasoned veterans. It's pretty interesting, man. Shout out to Zufa. Let's see where the boys are at, man. Where you boys at? Cass, how you guys doing? It's a little slow today, that Thursday morning slow joint. Am I crazy thinking Zepeda cooks Roach in the fight? My homies say I'm bugging. Well, Lamont Roach is the smaller guy. Lamont Roach hasn't had a win in a while. Zepeda's the bigger guy. Zepeda's coming off of that loss, his first career loss against Shakurstevenson. If Lamont Roach is who he thinks he is, Shakurstevenson showed the blueprint on how to beat that style, specifically Zepeda. So you just got to ask yourself, if you rate Lamont Roach's draw against Tank, if you rate the fight against Pitbull, you should probably think that he beats Zepeda. It's a good fight. It's going to be a fun fight to break down. I don't think you're home. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Skeezy in the house. What's up? The boys are checking in. Let's tap in. Emma. For Emma, forever ago. Sean, a lot of work. It's a lot of work up for weekend, Johnny. It's a lot of work up for. Oh yeah, baby. I'm always like I wake up. You guys know I talk about it all the time. This is like my second career. I juggle 2 careers. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, and clients, online live stream client where I train with my clients at 5:15, and then I have a streaming client at 6, and I have a strength client downstairs at 7. I usually do another client at 8. I'll go see my girl at 9 for a coffee or something, and then I'll come back here, write stuff for the show. I'll do the live stream, depending if I do stats. Yeah, so the greatest advice I give to any guy out there, wherever you are in your journey, it's never too late to do what you really want to do. If somebody out there is doing something that you want to do, that's all the evidence you need that you could do it too. But also, it's never too late to do things by choice. There's really the philosophy I live my life by is, am I doing things by choice or am I doing things by consequence? And I think when we're looking at our happiness, how we look or view the world, if you could start somewhere and start putting every little action throughout your day being your choice, and that choice is healthy, that choice is on the congruency of being successful, do that. Work your ass off to do that. That should be the goal. What's up, King? Pound for pound. What's up, brother? I commented back to you. I saw you commented on, it was a comment on a video, and I think you asked me you either said whole unit or half unit, or you said, am I going heavy? Check the comments. I got back to you, though. What do you think about Emiliano Vargas? How far off is... Look, I mean, I like Emiliano Vargas. He's 21 years old, especially with how he's handling the fame. I mean, his father was built for it. He comes from the pedigree. People forget about his father's Olympic pedigree, and Fernando was a goddamn lightning bolt for the boxing world. He came and then he conquered and then he left and he was gone. I think when did Fernando Vargas retired young? Emiliano, people were gonna hate. You got the last name. He looks like a model. He carries himself like a world champion. He ticks all the boxes. He trains his ass off. I feel that I think he's already won, man. I'm an optimist. I feel like in life, no matter what he does with his career, I think he's already proved. I mean, he's young and he's already handling it. You could tell he puts the work in. You could tell he's hungry. I like the way he looks. Like that wasn't an easy fight. like how he looks in a fight. Like there's been moments, he's only 21. I like how they're moving him. Will he live up to, like, it's tough being in the shadow of a famous father, man. I know what it's like to be in the shadow of a locally famous father. You know what I mean? Like my dad was really good at sports, but like on the local regional level, he was never, wasn't a pro. But growing up in all the sports I played, I have a very rare last name, Stavko. So not meant no one has that name. So people, hey, are you Terry's boy? Is Terry your son? So I grew up in very micro example of that. It's in, and could you imagine being the son of a famous world champion boxer, dude? That's a lot of pressure you got to deal with, man. And boxing is not a team sport, it's an individual sport. And this is why you see a lot of tragedies in our sport: substance abuse issues, domestic abuse issues, head trauma, all this good stuff. It's why when I think about fighters and I talk about fighters, win or lose, I do my best not to judge and I do my best to speak with a certain revelry about it. And Emiliano's 21. How do you not cheer for a 21-year-old kid? So I think he's exceeding expectations now, and I hope nothing but the best for him. They bring in Hiseni to super middle. Hiseni going to be what I call this. Julius, go back to my first live stream. The first live stream of the week, the first comments of the week. I said Hiseni's a small dude. Hiseni is used to fighting smaller guys, winning on points. Bang Bang, Stephen Butler, is used to fighting bigger guys, knocking them out or getting knocked out. And I love Butler on the money line, and I love Butler by stoppage. That's my play. Insane year for the dogs. Dalton is up. Morataya. Dude, look at this list. Dalton, Morataya, Kelly, Fig, Nav. Imagine that parlay. Julian Rodriguez at plus 480 against Sugarcane Sandoval. We hit on that one. There's been more. But yeah, imagine if we had a time machine. If we had a time machine, we could go back and put them all on one. It'd be crazy. How do we do it, King? How do we do it? We just got to keep doing what we're doing. I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. What it do, Jay? What it do, DJ DGZ? I love the honesty of our live stream, and I hope you appreciate my authenticity. I never want to lead JSB insiders astray. I was thinking about this last night. I'm always thinking about you guys, man. I'm always thinking about our group. I'm always thinking about I'm obsessed with the game. And I've been like this with boxing my whole life. It's just that I never had an outlet to channel it through. So it's kind of like when I talked about earlier, live a life by choice. We have to create that. So having created this space, I get to now channel all of this, and now we get to grow as a community. I was like, it's becoming more like school. Like the JSB Insider group on Discord, when I go, like every morning I'll wake up, I'll look at the Discord, I'll look at the NBA, I'll look at the MMA channels and, the boxing channels, and multiple guys will take the lead in each channel, and then other guys are sharing their tickets. And I was like, this is like a school. This is kind of like an academy. Our Discord is serving as it's growing. Wait till you see it. I can't wait to see what it looks like after a year. We're only a half year in, or after 5 years. What the JSB community will look like in 5 years. It's like a betting academy, really. The JSB Insiders Betting Academy. So it's something how I'm pondering how we could grow it in that sense. But Ranvar says, how confident are you in Martin? I'm thinking about tailing you on the knockout prop in favor of Martin, but his 5 knockout losses also worry me. Big Bang. Bang Bang. You mean Stephen Butler? You mean Stephen Butler? I don't know who Martin is. Sorry, I meant, oh. It should be worrying. Guys, domestic, this is B level betting. B level betting will always equate to half unit betting. So if anything, guys, you're going half unit, half your rate, whatever it is. I think matchup, I'm confident in Butler stopping him. I'm confident in Butler. Look, Ramadan Hiseni's feet are sluggish. Ramadan Hiseni's style is sluggish. It's a bit lethargic. If this gets too crazy, I'm going to cut the stream. My neighbor in my condo is remodeling, and so if you hear drilling, it drives me. So we'll see how long we stay on. I'll try to get to all of them. Who do you think is the easier opponent, Orobio or Leonard Perez? I think Leonard Perez. I like both to win by stoppage, though. I rate Orobio, man. I get excited when I see a Colombian knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? A swaggy, a charismatic, athletic, fun, high energy Colombian knockout artist. That's who John Orobio is. If this was Yomar Alamo from 5, 6, 7 years ago, I probably would take the fight to go the distance. I like Orobio's energy. Leonard Perez is that dude. He could crack. We'll see how good he is. I think the matchmaking on this, I think what Eye of the Tiger is doing really well. They just signed with their an agreement with the Zone. So if you have the Zone, you can watch it now. I think they're understanding that each promotion serves a purpose. Some promotions, great 50-50 fights. Some promotions do great with upsets. Some promotions do great with young prospects. I think Eye of the Tiger, I'm expecting knockouts. Thank you, brother. I also like Orobio by knockout. He's very busy and he cracks. It's tricky though because Alamo is crafty. He knows how to take them. He does, and like I said, I've watched tape. We've featured Alamo on the channel. He's been in there with the better competition. He's not that old, but when you watch what he looked like in 2020, 2021, in terms of his activity and the risks he takes versus what he's starting, what this version of what he looks like now, I think the match was made perfectly for this. I think Alamo is confident and brave enough to punch with Orobio. And I'm kind of leaning on the fact that Orobio has that type of power. Chilemba's 38 coming up from light heavy. This is what I mean. So this is I think there's a lot of these props that if you're going half unit, if you've already up, if your bankroll's nice, if you've been winning since we started this journey together, I think I don't say this every week. I don't really chase knockout props. You guys know that. I think I'm pretty fair with my reasoning. Do I see a knockout? Do I not see it? I see knockouts tomorrow in Canada. I do. And it's, on this card. I mean, especially when because it's not just guys with high knockout to win ratios going up against guys that are like high energy, up and coming prospects. It's almost like how they match them. You get an older sort of guy, you get, a same age coming up at a lighter division who's kind of a point fighter, who kind of wins on points, and he wins a lot of decisions, doesn't have one punch knockout power. Bring him up against our guy at a heavier weight division who does have one. There's a lot of that sort of thing. I like interesting matchmaking. I seen you like Orobio by knockout. I think Alamo might try and survive. He should. But I think at that same token, Orobio is going to go for... Look, I told somebody in the Discord this last night. Unless you see me on the screen with another person debating, I like doing that. Like if it was me and Gary, me, whoever, me and Tommy, me and some of the boys. Unless you see us on the screen split and we're debating, I don't give you my point. I don't give you my perspective, and I don't give you my bets to debate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like in the Discord. I'm not giving all my picks to debate you guys. I'm just being transparent so you guys know where I'm going with my money. Now, if you want to ask me the reasoning, all you have to do is watch my live streams and you'll understand why my money is that way. But I mean, because there's two sides to every token. You know what I'm saying? And I'm becoming much more patient at my predictions rather than rushing. So if I'm taking a method of victory, I've watched tape, I've seen both guys fight, I've looked at the odds. When I value odds play versus risk and reward, that's how I come to sort of terms and conclusions with where I'm putting my money. The Orobio style versus Alamo style, the A side, where the fight's at, plus the odds. I mean, that's a fun knockout play. I mean, I can't pass that up. Husky. Tell that damn neighbor your class in session. I know, man. I know. He's tripping. Sorry about that, boys. Academy, institution of the sweet science. Yeah, man, because we're learning, we teach the sweet science, we teach the strategies, and also betting. Hopefully you're learning something. Vargas versus Orobio, love to see that. I could see it happening. I think we're going to find out, Juan. I'm gonna find out if Orobio. I love this matchup between Yomar Alamo. Yomar Alamo is good, man. Like he's been in there with. I mean, he got stopped against Richardson Hitchens in 2021. Richardson was a baby. I think that might have been the only time he got stopped. But every time he stepped up, he loses. But I like the matchup. Yomar Alamo's a good name for Orobio to have on his resume moving forward. Butler, Kyle is what I'm leaning on. My lock of the week. Nice. 70% return. And if you have a nice bankroll, 70% on $170 in return, that's not bad at all. It just depends. 70% on 10,000, 7,000. Now we're talking. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where your bankroll is. What I always tell everyone too, how are you streaking? Are you on wins or are you on losses? Do you have to find a win? If you have to find a win, a 70% return is where it's at. If you're up and you could afford and you're comfortable and you're starting to understand the game, then I suggest always seeking out plus money bets. Not plus 9,000, but plus money. Like all the tickets I've given so far are all plus money. Some of them are plus 110, some of them are plus 400. But there's a strategy in doing that as well. Alamo may be the quickest opponent Orobio ever faced, but Orobio, see, this is what I'm saying, and what Julius, and that's a percentage of my bet taking Orobio here because I've won money on John Orobio before. We won money on him in his last fight, so he's not new to me. He's a guy I've had my eyes on, and so I'm leaning on the fact that he's legit. You know. That was a small ring that Orobio and Donjeni fought, and it is a small ring. I'm glad you brought that up. Does anyone have a ring size? Does anybody find where I could find that at? I was told that it's a ring. It's a smaller ring. Oh, shout out to my new Mario. Yeah, I just got that as a gift. What's up, Mario? What's up, player? Yeah, I went as Mario for Halloween once. And my girlfriend went as Luigi because we're freaking nerds. And I got this Mario as a gift. Montreal ring size super small that contributes to. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. And put this in your notes, guys. You guys know about the Olympic, you know, the patterns that we see of Olympic pedigree fighters with under 10, 15 pro fights fighting veterans, going in as favorites and losing. That's a pattern. You know about top ranks pattern. A sides always win. That's a pattern. These are the Tiger cards in Montreal patterns, small ring size, and they're putting guys now. They're featuring guys now with high knockout to win ratios. I mean, goddamn, didn't we see Patrice Volney knock out Stephen? It was Stephen Butler. We saw Patrice, and then that knockout. I'm pretty sure once Volney knocked out Stephen Butler, he fought Ammo Williams. He fought Ammo. People sleep on Patrice. Patrice is crafty. I thought Patrice fought Ammo really close. Orobio trains with Better Beav and Billy. What's up, LeBron? Knockout of the year so far. Figgy, dude. I mean, come on. We won money on both of those, baby. Zambekov, we won money on. The Figgy one was just special because it played out exactly how we called it, and nobody was calling it. You know, that's why it was special. That right now, that's my knockout of the year for sure. And it was one of those rare head turner ones where like the head just spins. Boom. Hopefully Nick Ball's okay. Where's Nick Ball go from here? You know what I'm saying? He's 28, I think. He's still around. Avious Griffin, not bad at 120. Nice booster. Yeah, I spotted I put Avious. We like Avious on the channel. I put Avious on my long parlay at 120. And come Saturday, if we have props, we have a lot of guys. This weekend's turning into a busy ass weekend. It's Thursday afternoon. I went to bed last night. We had 4 fights. Now it's freaking. We have 4 cards now. Avious is on the Pro Box, right? Let me pull it up. No, Avious Griffin is fighting in like Portsmouth, New York or something. Did the fight get pulled? It's on my book, but I don't see it. Yeah, it's right here on the book. And I made a play on it. It's on our long parlay. And last night, it was on BoxRec. And now it's not on BoxRec. That's crazy. What did I say? I said Portsmouth. I was close. It's in Wilkes-Barre, PA. So Avious Griffin, the underdog, Griffin is scheduled to fight Jorge Bar Rodriguez in an 8-rounder, March 7, 2026 at the Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs in Wilkes-Barre. This fight is part of the St. Patty's Slugfest event and follows his previous success on the MVP promotions card. So there you go. Guys, wherever you're tapping in, we're 30 minutes in, flowing between 40 and 60. Because you like this video, subscribe, join our Discord and Patreon, JSB Insiders. We're approaching 400. Let's get there, baby. A couple bucks a month. Let's go. Join our squad. Umar Zembekov fight hot. Is that legit? That's a hell of a fight. That's it. We just won money on Zembekov and lost money on Hot Rod. Hot Rod was getting that ass beat until he wasn't, man. He showed great resilience. Vosdick was flying, dude, and then he wasn't. It was crazy. That fight turned so quick. Could you see Oliveira winning this weekend? I hope not. I got my money on Max. That Google AI be bugging out sometimes, not gonna lie. Yeah, this is a fight that I have to watch tape on Raya. So we got 3 fights that are being offered in Australia on that card. And Saito versus Ohata. You know me, I was already looking. Let me show you some. This is interesting. Okay, so Saito is 7-1. He's a $1.77 favorite. He's fighting another opponent. His opponent, Ohata, is 7-1. But Saito's been in there with Watanabe. Great win. He's been in with the better opponents. I mean, he only has 8 pro fights. He lost to Ruo. But the Kai Watanabe is a good win. Shunpei Ohata, who's also 7-1, doesn't even have a BoxRec photo. Guys, if you're betting on this Japanese card, go half unit. This is always worrisome when you don't got a BoxRec photo. And he lost to Watanabe. Like, if we're doing triangles, You know, one has a win against Watanabe, one has a loss against Watanabe. One has a BoxRec photo, one doesn't. These are the odds. I'm sorry, guys. This is driving me freaking insane. So I'll stay on a little bit longer. Like this shit pisses me off. Get out here drilling, man. Yo, crazy. What if I'm working from home out here, boy? I better chill out, boy. The question is Hot Rod's wear and tear early predictions. John Beckoff knockout. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, the casino in Montreal is always small rain. Perfect, Juan Jimenez. Juan, tell us your lean. Who do you like? You know where your money is going when the dude doesn't have a box. I know. So just keep that in mind, boys. Saito's opponent doesn't have a BoxRec photo. Now, and one beat Watanabe, one lost to Watanabe. 6-7. Getting KD twice by VOD like that. It's a crazy sign. He came back, though. He came back. Butler volley. Yeah. That was a fun fight. Well, I like Patrice, man. People sleep on that on him. Guys, man, I'm gonna spare you guys the headache. If this stops in the next 2 hours, I'll go live again today. If you're in the Patreon, I'm doing a Patreon members only live stream a little bit later as well to take all your questions. If you're an insider, check the Discord, check the members only post. You have 6 tickets. We have fights tomorrow. You'll be seeing me again soon. I'm not gonna put you through this hell, guys. Stay up, boys. Stay up.